Hello everyone, welcome to Career Education Academy. I am Pratik Jeriwala, your mathematics teacher. In this video, I am going to show you the new blueprint of board exam 2021 for standard 12 Gujarat board, particularly of math subject. See what are the marks weightage according to the knowledge, understanding, application, analysis and evaluation capability of student. As we know, there will be two parts in board exams. First part A based multiple choice questions, MCQs, and second part B has subjective questions. Each part is of 50 marks. In part A, number of knowledge based questions, marks of knowledge based questions are 10, understanding based questions are 15, application based questions are 13, analysis based questions are 10, and evaluation based questions are 2. Hence, there will be total 50 marks in part A. In part B, marks of knowledge based questions are 10. Similarly, understanding based questions are 15. Application based questions are 13. Analysis based questions are 9. Little bit change with the first part, and evaluation based questions are 3. So total again 50 marks. So from overall of 100 marks, 20 marks questions are based on knowledge, 30 marks questions are based on understanding, 26 marks questions based on application, 19 marks questions are based on analysis, and only 5 marks questions are based on evaluation. Now, according to the types of questions, as I already discussed before, there will be a total 50 marks in part A, and these all are the questions of MCQ, and there will be a no option, so you will not get any extra questions to attempt. Also, you will have to attempt part B in OMR sheet, so please fill the OMR sheets very carefully. So in part B, you will get 60 marks, 60 minutes, you will get 120 minutes in part B, total 2 hours, and part B is divided into the 3 sections. Section A, you will get in section A, you will get 20 short answer type questions of 2 marks, in which you have to attempt 8 questions, means you will get 4 extra questions. Likewise, in section B, you will get 9 short answer type questions of 3 marks, in which you have to attempt minimum 6 questions, so you will get 3 extra questions of marks 3. Similarly, in section C, you will get a 6 long answer type questions of 4 marks each, in which you have to attempt minimum 4 questions. So you will get extra 2 questions of 4 marks. So in a summary, if we consider, you will have to attempt 8 questions of 2 marks, total of 16 marks, 6 questions of 3 marks, total of 18 marks, and 4 questions of 4 marks, total of 16 marks. So overall we can say finally you will attempt minimum 18 questions to cover full 50 marks in part B subjective paper. This was about the questions pattern in board exams. Now let's see weightage of the marks according to the units and chapter. Let's talk about first chapter. From chapter relation and function, there will be a 3 marks MCQ and 3 marks subjective in board exams. From chapter to inverse trigonometric function, you will be there will be a 4 marks MCQ and 2 marks subjective questions. So unit 1 will be of 12 marks, which includes chapter 1 of 6 marks and chapter 2 of 6 marks. From chapter 3 matrices, you will get 4 marks MCQ and 3 marks subjectives. There from chapter 4 determinants, there will be 3 marks MCQs and 4 marks subjectives. So in unit 2 you will be of there will be of 14 marks total, which includes 3 and 4 chapters of 7 marks each. Similarly, from chapter 5 continuity and differentiability, there will be of 3 marks MCQs and 5 marks subjective questions. From chapter 6 application of derivative, there will be a 4 marks MCQs and 4 marks of subjective questions. From chapter 7 integrals, there will be 8 marks MCQs and 6 marks subjective questions. From chapter 8 application of integrals, there will be a 3 marks MCQs and 4 marks subjectives. From chapter 9 differential equation, there will be 3 marks MCQs and 4 marks subjectives. So which all comprise of unit 3. So unit 3 will be of total 44 marks, which includes chapter 5 of total 8 marks, chapter 6 of total 8 marks, chapter 7 which is important chapter of 14 marks, chapter 8 of total 7 marks, and chapter 9 is of total 7 marks. Next unit we have chapter number 10. So from chapter 10 vectors, there will be a 6 marks MCQs and 2 marks subjective questions. From chapter 11 the 3-dimensional geometry, there will be 3 marks MCQ and 5 marks subjective questions. So unit 4 will be total of 16 marks, in which chapter 10 is total 8 marks and chapter 11 3-dimensional geometry is of total 8 marks. Now chapter 12, from chapter 12 linear programming, there will be a 3 MCQ and 3 subjective questions. From chapter 13 probability, there will be 3 MCQs and 5 mark subjective questions. These both chapters have individual units. So unit 5 is total of 6 marks, which is going to include chapter number 12 linear programming, and unit 6 is of total 8 marks, which includes the total which includes the chapter number 13 probabilities. So in a totals you will get 50 marks of MCQs, 50 marks of subjective questions, and you will get extra 75 marks in subjective parts. So this is total of 100 marks. These include your part A and part B, both MCQ and subjective pattern. Now let's just discuss about some topic general instructions regarding the exam patterns. Now, what is the difference between previous blueprint and new blueprint of board exam papers? In previous pattern, there will be an internal options for particular number of questions and which mean particular number of questions. Let's talk about what is the changes in this. Let us first consider the part A. Part A, there is no change, just changes your syllabus. Some portion of your textbook is deducted, so there will be no questions from that deducted part. Okay, so you have to prepare according to the syllabus which is mentioned by the board. So part A, there will be no change. 50 marks MCQ. All questions are compulsory, and you have to attempt it into the within the 1 hour, and also you have to fill the OMR sheet also. Now in part B, as we talked about before, that contains three sections. So what is the change that I am talking about? There will be a first of all, there was internal option in a previous pattern, but in a new pattern, there is a overall option. What this means, in internal options there will be options with a particular number of questions. If question number 4 has an option, then you will get the option for only question number 4. If question 5 is no option, and if you do not know it, you have to forget your marks for that question. But now in this, there will be a very good advantages for you. Okay, what is the advantage? Let's say talk about the section A. Section A contains the question number from 1 to 12. There is a total 12 question, but you have to attempt any 8. So if you do not know the particular chapters, and there will be a 2 questions of that chapters, you can easily skip that question and your mark will not be reduced. You will not lose any marks. So you have to attempt any 8 from this 12 question. You have to attempt any 12 from this question. This is a very good advantage for you boys and girls. Section B contains question number 12 to 21, 13 to 21 short answer type questions. There are 3 marks of each. You have to attempt any 6. Means you have total 9 questions. You have to attempt any 6. You can skip any 3 questions. Similarly, last section C contains question number 22 to 27. Means you have total 6 questions of 4 marks. So you have to attempt any 4 of them. That means you can skip 2 questions. So which is your weak chapters, you can ignore that questions, so that you can cover maximum marks in your board examination, and particularly for part B. Now some general instructions for your examination. Start each section from a new page, and I am also suggesting you should start each question from a new page. Second, draw neat and clean diagram whenever necessary with a proper labelings. And also one of the good things that students are doing mistaking, that never break the section. If you start the section A first, then complete it thoroughly. Do not start it again. If after section A you have start section C, then complete the section C fully and then start section C. If you want to attempt a question at the end again, then skip some pages for it, spare some pages for it, reserve some pages for it, and then start a new section. Again, very important topic, start each question from a new page and labeling it very carefully. Second, start a new question on a new page with a labeling properly. Okay, and whenever there is a necessary of the diagram, draw it properly and with a proper labeling. Particularly for the maths, if you draw the figure, you can skip description of the question. Just use from figure and you can solve the sums without doing any descriptions. So these are all the instructions regarding to the exam patterns. Now let's say about the duration. Time duration to part A we already discussed. You have 50 MCQs, and for this 50 MCQ you have only 1 hour, and within this 1 hour you have to also fill your OMR sheet. So practice more and more for this part A. Then time duration for part B, total 18 subjective questions. You will have 2 hours totally. So you will get good time for this subjective. So you do not have to miss a single marks in it. So this is from my side for all about the mathematics subject. You can get a maximum mark by preparing and by considering this blueprint for your final examination. If you have any queries and any doubts regarding the math subject, You can contact me to the Career Education Academy. I have mentioned the contact details of my here in every PPT slides. You can contact to me through the Career Education Academy, the one place for all your necessity for regarding your education. All the best for rest of your all exams.